We just presented Geneoscopy in the Shark Tank at the AGA Tech Summit. It was an absolutely incredible experience. I think as a startup company, to have a whole community of support and people who recognize, the needs in this industry and can kind of guide you in the right direction is an invaluable tool to have. I think to be able to practice doing these pitches to an incredibly knowledgeable panel is something that you hope to do before you do the real thing in front of investors, and getting feedback and getting tough questions really improves the way we can approach it when we're trying to seek money in the future. So I'm an MD PhD candidate at Washington University School of Medicine, and I hope to be in this field as I move forward in my career. So to be able to start here and have people to look up to and people to follow as I progress through my career is a wonderful, wonderful place to be.
So I just finished up with the Shark Tank presentation here at the AGA, and quite frankly, I feel pretty good about it. It was a good response to what we did. They gave me some input as to how I might improve the presentation, as well as the opportunities in the market that we haven't quite looked at yet. So we are going to continue with the products that we're selling now, and we're going to start to follow up with the people that the Sharks recommended us to and see what we can do from there. It's a great forum, and I would do it again if I needed it. I'm hoping with this one I won't.
My name is Prosper Abitbol. I'm a gastroenterologist in Florida, and I just presented 2 of my new devices, and I'm just here to advance endoscopy technology. The experience is unbelievable, listening from great inventors and knowledgeable people to give me more advice about my future devices. Was very helpful, very educative, and also it was a privilege to be here. Especially I learned the mistakes I made during my process of developing the products, and I'm learning a lot in terms of the FDA approvals, the mechanism of getting investors involved, and also where endoscopy technology is going.
We're here today at the 2017 Tech Summit sponsored by the AGA, and I had the great opportunity to present our idea, elastic scattering spectroscopy. So it was really cool getting feedback from the different judges. I think there was a judge on the VC side, also from the payers and GIs in general. So that was really cool to learn what their perspective was, and also some questions from the audience. So overall, it was a cool opportunity. Learned a lot. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. So thank you. Looking forward, we think that working with the FDA is super important. We had some feedback from them, so I'm really currently trying to engage with them, start a conversation, figure out what's the next steps for us and how we can implement our technology into the marketplace. So I'm very grateful to be able to meet with people from the FDA during this conference. It was a great opportunity. I think it's a great opportunity for any entrepreneurs in the future who are looking to kind of get into this space.
I'm Susie Heflis. I'm an epidemiologist at Johns Hopkins, and I presented at the Shark Tank with an idea I have coming out of my academic research. So this is looking at infections that occur after endoscopy. And I was here to ask the Sharks if they thought this was something that could turn into a business. They gave me some great feedback, and then I talked to people both right after the session and have some meetings scheduled for later to get ideas on could this be a business or should this stay a research project. I think the next part is for me to do some soul searching and figure out, do I have the passion to take this and turn this into a business, or should this stay as a research project itself? I think it could be viable both ways. I think it could be executed in both ways, but it's sort of different ways of thinking and different pathways to take it from one or the other. Yeah, I was very happy to be selected for the Shark Tank. It was kind of scary to go in with the sharks, especially knowing that, in Jaws, the first one they kill is the girl. But I think I came out, I'm still swimming, still alive, and I think it was a great opportunity. I would do it again. Maybe in a few years I'll be able to update everyone on what I decided to do.
So I think as an entrepreneur who's kind of been through the fundraising process for 10, 11 years raising money for GI-based companies, I think it's a one, it's fun to see other people go through the same process you went through when you're first raising money for your company, like we did for Apollo. But it's also nice to kind of give back some of the advice and the lessons that I've personally learned in 10 years of fundraising in the space, and to see those new ideas, entrepreneurs who are passionate about their technology, but to help them think through what that audience is like, what is a venture capitalist looking for, or what is an investor looking for. So I think it's just a great opportunity to in a fairly safe zone to be able to talk about your technology and get some really constructive feedback. So I think it's a great program.
Shark Tank this year was fabulous. It was great to see some really novel ideas and some great innovative applications. As with any sort of new technology or thought, we have to see what the final development of it is, and we have to really have a number of hurdles that each company and each idea will have to overcome. But it really is extraordinarily refreshing to me to see that the field is alive, it's well, and that the Shark Tank is appreciated by those who present. It's great. The Shark Tank is really fabulous for taking your idea. So if you're an early stage inventor, you're an early stage company, it's a fabulous way to get a gut check and to get some feedback from various people in really a welcoming atmosphere. It's a great chance to be able to take your pitch deck, try it out, and get feedback from people who have been there, done that, and from people who have expertise in the area. And surprisingly enough, there are people in the audience that may want to talk to you and look at your company in more detail afterwards.